are back with an interactive map that is actually just a map as of right now, because you can't really do anything. Like, nothing pops up. So we're gonna put the interactive in an interactive map by doing a very simple thing that only requires, what are you doing here? That only requires HTML, no JavaScript. We're gonna deal with CSS later. So, as you can see here, there's a lot of paths right here. And so, what we can do is we can go over here, or just, yeah, enter here and put the tag title. Now this is going to make it hoverable. It has to be the tag title. I don't know why, but it has to be title. And so, let's see. I don't know how to spell Australia. It's right there. Okay, so I like to do capital. So, let's just say I don't know the capital of Australia, so I'm just gonna say capital of Australia. Dude, I don't know how to spell Australia? Are you kidding me? Okay, then we can just go ahead and copy this. Canberra. Now, if we paste it, please, I don't. Okay, both of these are just Australia. Save. Okay. So now we can go ahead and test it. Or do we just have to make... Hey, there we go. It's right here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so when we hover over Australia, it will show you the capital. Now, to prove that it works, I'm going to do it with a couple other countries. Which is going to require some searching. So, and then let's find a good country. Ooh, Canada. Okay. Oh, and by the way, the reason for this project is for my now past science fair project at my school. And when they announced the science fair, there was an opportunity to go into the BYU science fair. The BYU science fair is a big science fair with a lot of people and more scarier judges than the ones at your school, because you don't know them. And I thought it would be nice to be able to participate in the science fair at BYU if I could possibly do that. And so, I wanted to find something and like ideas about what to do for the science fair, because that's the first thing you do, you brainstorm. And I came out with an interactive map, just like literally any interactive map. Like, oh, you know what? If I do that, I might want to change it up here. Nah. And anyways, I did this because I like programming. As you can see on my channel, because I do a lot of coding. And yeah, I thought this was going to be a good idea. And I think that this kind of programming is the first step to getting into computer science. So I always thought that this kind of project is a small part of science because computer science is science. Apparently, I was wrong. So my teachers thought otherwise and said that this project is in fact not a science fair project, which like the reason why is because the guidelines say, excuse me, you need a question that you can test and retest over and over again. And like you have to like be able to record the data and things like that. Like record your data on a graph or like have some sort of data present. And that's the guidelines. That's the reason why my project is not counted as a science fair project. And programming, like you can't really get data from programming unless if you want to make multiple copies of the same thing and then change a small part of each one, which I didn't have the time for because this project took me like, 3 months? I wonder why, because it's but you still can test the syntaxes. That's how I found out. You have to use title for this, and you can't use heading 1. You have to use title, which took me like 3 weeks to figure out. Oh, and another thing that is in the 3 weeks is the hoverable. And yeah, you can test coding, but you can't get the data that they want, which is really sad. Because that's what it requires to be in the BYU Science Fair. So, because my project was not classified as a science fair project, did I really spell Canada wrong? Oh, come on! I spelled Canada wrong. Okay. But because my science fair project was in fact not a science fair project, which sounds pretty confusing, I had no chance of winning, which means I don't get to participate in the BYU Science Fair. And maybe, possibly, since the guidelines seem pretty old, like maybe they could change the guidelines to be a bit more flexible to include like more flexible guidelines. And if so, then maybe I could have possibly won if they had more flexible guidelines. I do not know, because that's not the truth. The truth is that the guidelines say you have to have some testable function thingy. And I, in fact, created this project for, again, 3 months because, like, of many different reasons. Like, for example, this hoverable part. And this hoverable parts, I actually wanted to do pseudo-selector CSS. Now, I've never heard of pseudo-selector CSS before, but let's just say that it does not work with the path tag. Okay, so like you see this, we have a lot of path tags. Like it's literally the thing that draws the SVG itself. And if you try using pseudo-selector CSS hoverable, not specifically hoverable, any like type of pseudo-selector CSS does not work. It will like break your website. Like for example, if I tried using pseudo-selector hover CSS, it's like I'm trying to process my brain. It makes my map disappear. Like I'm seriously not joking. The map would disappear and like only like 20% of my map would remain. Like that's like, come on, I need my map. It's not an interactive map without the map. Like, the map's the whole point. And that's what I got stumped on. Like, I had to work on this stupid, like, pseudo-selector CSS for 3 weeks. And then I finally figured out, oh, it does not work. So yeah, that was fun. But that was an example of one of my difficulties during the 3-month period of making of this website. Wow, I'm still not done doing this. I remember doing this. Oh, we're almost done. Okay, there's China. I remember doing this and having to do all of 190 something countries. And like, as you can see, even Canada has like many lines to it, which is really sad. But some of them are like China, which only have 2 lines, which are really nice. And let's go, oh, should we do China as well since we're already here? Alright, yeah. I know what the capital of China is, though. I'm not stupid. And I don't know the capital of Canada. That's funny. Alright. There you go. I'm pretty sure it's Beijing. If it's not Beijing, that's sad. That is super sad. Alright, so we have 3 different countries. Oops, I saw on this page. So let's go ahead and hover over. Yay, Beijing. Is this part of China? Nope, okay. I don't know what's part of China. But I do know this is part of Canada. Now, the reason why Canada has many lines of path is because it has a lot of small islands, like over here. See, all of this is part of Canada. Which is why there's like a lot of lines, and maybe one huge chunk of line, which I believe includes this whole big part of Canada. So yeah, this is how you make your map hoverable. Of course, you can finish the rest of the countries, and it's going to make every single one of them hoverable. I'm not okay, my voice is fine. And please like and subscribe to my channel if you think this project is useful to you, or like you can do something with it. And I will post another video next week about how I make the map clickable. There's going to be like a box here, and like you can click, and there's going to be facts. It's going to be nice. So I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.